Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Pirates and the Detroit Tigers. Hello again, everybody. Baseball is back. Welcome to our special opening day broadcast on MLB Network. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. The staffs for these two teams sure to be a focal point as this series moves along.
Just like any team, pitching is going to be a key factor for this ball club as the year plays out. I'm sure the staff will have its ups and downs, but if they can pitch like they can, I think this team is going to be pretty successful.
The game's count starting now. Opening day on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. Dero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one.
Grounded back up the middle. Mercer is there. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Second baseman.
Digging in now, Adam Frazier. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch on its way. Pulled toward right center field. Mata giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Gunn. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A changeup over the inside corner. Gunn brings a ton of pop to the plate with him, particularly against right-handed pitching. Some guys don't drive the ball as well when facing a pitcher who throws from the same side that they swing the bat, but that's certainly not the case here.
Yeah, this guy just absolutely hammers right-handed pitching. You know, some guys like the ball in, coming towards them, and that's exactly what the righty-on-righty matchup presents itself. A 2-seamer in, a 4.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. 3 go the Pirates. The Tigers coming up. No score. And now a look at the hometown Tigers starting lineup in this one. Dero, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
You know, taking a look at this lineup, Matt, one thing you have to take into account is the variables that you can't control. And that's the wind. It's blowing in. It's howling in. You're going to see some guys in this lineup change their approach. Not be looking for that launch angle and trying to drive the ball out of the ballpark. It's going to take a big man to put one over the wall today.
And now he'll reconsider as he looks for a strikeout pitch. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Slow roller back to the mound. And that's out number 1. Into the box now, Jordy Mercer. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a ground ball to third. That's a hit, their first of the new season.
Hey, that's a heck of an effort by the third baseman right there, selling out to try and save extra bases for the pitcher, but it got through.
Nick Castellanos now. Runners off for second. Hit down the third baseline. Mercer, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Popped him up. Bell trying to get there, but he won't get there. It falls in. Throw into second, and that's the second out.
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
Striding forward now is the DH, Miguel Cabrera, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
This offense has been warned. If they didn't know already, now they do know. He's got his A-game fastball with him today.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
Well, I think that's a great spot for that pitch. In on the hands. It wasn't a strike, but if he can command the movement in there, he's going to be very effective in this one.
And it's 1-2. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2.
He executed that 1-2 curveball pretty well. I think that's right where he wanted it to end up, but he couldn't get him to chase at it. We'll see what they go with now after that didn't work out.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. Changeup stayed low that time for ball 3.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
And the runner back easily. 2 out with the man at first. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Another full count offering on its way. And Cabrera watches it miss, so he'll head to first with a base on balls.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Coming to the plate now, Christian Stewart, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. In there, and it's 0-1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Working to escape the first inning jam. Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. Tigers strand a pair. Next to bat will be the Pittsburgh cleanup batter, Corey Dickerson. Past history with Jordan Zimmerman, he's 1 for 4. First pitch on its way. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. This gets foul. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Right over the middle, knee high.
0-2 is the count.
And he checked his swing, but it's a strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Now Bell swings and launches one to right. Oh, and it's off the foul ball in right for a home run. solo home run here off the bat of Josh Bell. First home run of the campaign for him, and the Pirates are staked to a 1-0 lead.
Well, his first home run of the season is a memorable one. As we take a look at it here, you can see that it was 50-50 if it was going to stay fair. But somehow he wills it just enough until, clank, it hits off the foul pole for a homer.
Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in. As the first pitch here is a bit high, it's ball one. One out, nobody on. Pulled toward right center field. Mata is in pursuit. Two gone. Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli. Now the pitch. Check swing called strike. 0-1. Two out, nobody on. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
There's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Castellanos shading to his right. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. One in the inning for the Pirates on the home. And that'll bring up Mikey Mata. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Center fielder, Mikey.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Down the third baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
1-2, here it comes. This is on the ground over to first. Beautiful diving stop. Got him. And that's a huge play to keep the leadoff man off base.
Oh, that's a tough play, but he pulled it off perfectly. Once he made the great stop, still had to make a good feed to the pitcher covering, which isn't easy on routine grounders sometimes. Hard not to appreciate that one.
The next batter, Jeimer Candelario. As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at bat, but you really never want to put yourself in 0-2 count if you could do anything about it.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
3-2, full count. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And he got him.
Batting 8. First baseman.
Digging in, the switch hitter, number 28. First trip to the plate for him in the ballgame. First delivery to him on the way. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They're down 1-0. A nice aerial look of downtown Detroit as we welcome you back to our MLB Network broadcast from Comerica Park. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Starling Marte steps in to start out the inning. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Here comes the first pitch. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. This one's down to third. And there are 2 away now. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jason Martin. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Into center field, line drive, base hit. So with that, the top of the 3rd inning will continue at least one more batter. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Jason Martin has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. Strike called. Now the throw down. He is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
Martin stands at second with 2 gone. Popped him up. Mercer into shallow left, and that's the 3rd out. 1 left for Pittsburgh, but they're up 1-0. Standing in, number 17. This will be his first trip to the plate in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Grounded foul toward the coaching box at third. Wind up and the 0-1. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Well, this lineup obviously doesn't get to see this guy very often because he's over in the other league, and it's really showing. He's pitching really well right now, and I'm sure these hitters are plenty happy they don't have to face him multiple times this year.
And that's taken for strike 1.
Pretty lucky to get away with that one. There's not a situation ever where you want to throw a high changeup, so I think he'll try to make an adjustment with the next one he throws.
Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. This is line to left. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. Running hard. He's digging for second. He hit the corner and tries for third. And he'll get in there safely.
This is an easy decision for him to try for third because he has the play right in front of him, so he doesn't have to rely on any of his base coaches. Good decision to keep chugging, and he makes it all the way around safely.
stepping in, Jordy Mercer, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fouled off. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Fouled away. A man at third with one away. Hit hard to the right side, but foul. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
That strikeout changes the whole complexion of the inning. He was definitely pitching for it with a runner on third and one out, and he got it. Now it's going to take a hit or something like a wild pitch to get that guy home.
Nick Castellanos now, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Count is even, 1-1 to Nicholas Castellanos. A man on third with two down. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
All right, let's take a step back right here. He's down 1-2, 3 fastballs in a row. There is no way he's throwing him a fourth.
Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
1 out away from stranding that runner on third. So the last thing you want to do is throw a wild pitch and let him score. Nice job there by the catcher to knock that one down.
Lifted in the air out to right. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. 1 left for Detroit. They still trail 1-0. Stepping into the box, Gunn. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Number 16.
First delivery to him on the way. Hit hard, but foul.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
And he lays off for ball 1.
Right there is a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Stewart has it in his tracks. 1 away. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Corey Dickerson, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Out into right center, well hit. Legs churning, he's headed for second. Arms pumping, he's hustling for third. And he's safe.
The second this thing got past the outfielder, you knew it was at least a double, possibly a triple, but he turns on the afterburners and is safely into third.
Josh Bell the next to hit. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Mata moves over. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. Well, he bluffed the tag from third there, but he's back in safely, no problem. Ready for another chance? Lonnie Chisenhall. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. Here's the first pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and that's the first strike. The 0-1 pitch. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. Stewart is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Pirates. Next to the plate for the Tigers, the DH, Miguel Cabrera. Will begin things here against Jamison Tyone.
Cabrera.
Fastball in there for a called strike. Now a swing, and Cabrera blasts this one out to deep left field. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first out.
Left fielder, Christian.
Next for the Tigers, Christian Stewart. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Here's a called strike about thigh high, 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
Tried to go with the nasty backdoor breaking ball right there. Good job by the batter to take that pitch, work the count even.
Popped him up. Here comes Dickerson, and this will land foul. A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the second time this afternoon. Next up for Detroit, Mikey Matsu. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
Hey, he's rolling so far in this one as we head into middle part of this game. How about 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes? If he continues to do that, he just might finish this one.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. The next 0-2. Stays alive, still 0-2. And he misses there, 1-2. Hit down the line at first. And that's under his glove. Oh, he picked his head up, and it's into right field.
Adapt and persevere. That's what I always said on the offensive side. Down in the count right there. Batter hits a ground ball the other way. He's able to fight off a tough count and get himself a base hit.
The next batter, Jeimer Candelario. As he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Matuk's running. Pitch outside the throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Another look at the throw down that results in a third out on the bases. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit hard on the ground to second. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base.
Here's Starling Marte as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. That's taken. Now it's 0 and 2.
0 and 2.
Up next for the Pirates.
Striding into the box, Kevin Newman. He's 0 for 1 thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0 and 2.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
First offering on its way. Popped him up. And Mercer will make the play for the final out. 1 left for Pittsburgh. They lead it 1-0. Coming to the plate now, Jeimer Candelario.
For the Tigers, third baseman.
So coming to the plate, number 17. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Number 17.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A high fastball is in there.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. One and 2 to the Tigers catcher. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And that's in there. Base hit. He'll get it into second, but he is in there as they can't get him at second. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Number 17 has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Hey, that's a huge pitch right there. You've got to get ahead. When you start to see traffic on the base paths, your defense starts to tighten up a little bit. The best thing to do is pound the zone and get ahead over him.
Martin has a play, and he makes the catch for the second out. Here's Jordy Mercer now, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. No balls and 1 strike. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Line to the right side. And that'll get down out there. And the tying run comes around to score from second.
Boy, there were big RBIs and big base hits there, but none more than with 2 outs. A big 2-out knock right there. Not only ties things up, but keeps the inning going as well.
Yeah, just a great approach right there by the batter. You never know when your number's going to be called. You always wanted to pass the baton to the next guy behind you. Take the donut off your bat and trust in the teammate behind you. That is a huge knock and keeps the line moving.
Nicholas Castellanos is in for the third time here as he watches one that misses low. It's a ball and no strikes. Just got a piece to the right side, but that one rolls foul. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Grounded to short. He's got it. And a close play at second, but the throw does beat him, and the side is retired. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. More baseball on MLB Network. Right at the plate, Adam Frazier. It was
leading off for the Pirates, second baseman.
in now, Corey Dickerson. He tripled last time up.
Left fielder, Corey Dickerson.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Looks at a curveball over the inside corner. Gunn stands at first with one out. And Dickerson behind 0-2 now.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
Oh, double play ball to second. 4. Harrison's got it. There's one. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out.
Up next for Pittsburgh.
Up next for the Buccos, Josh Bell comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First delivery to him on the way. He pulls this one into right. In there, a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
Before the first pitch, a check at first. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in. Soft liner towards center. And that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. In to score is the runner from third. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Easy fly ball into shallow center field. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. One more look at the full extension catch that strands 2 men on the base paths. So striding forward now, Miguel Cabrera. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Here comes the 1-0. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
2 balls and a strike to the Tigers' first baseman. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Wow, that was an ugly swing. That's all we need to know. Nobody's picking the baseball up off this guy.
The 0-2 once more. Is a changeup that's looked at for a ball.
Well, this is an approach we've seen him use effectively lately. Set up the inside and then get him out with pitches away.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Low scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the 6th. Look out, that one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher, but you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game.
He's really racked up the strikeouts in this one, and this guy's been victimized 3 times already today. He and this lineup are clearly having a really tough time picking him up.
And that'll bring up Mikey Mato as he'll take a look at ball 1. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. A ball and a strike. One and 2 now. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. On to here's Starling Marte. He'll start the 7th, and Dan is
Leading out for Pittsburgh, center fielder number 6, Starling Marte. Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Tigers, number 36, Wayne.
ready for another shot now. Corey Dickerson. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Now time asked for and granted by the home plate umpire. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Into center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit.
Long throw to third. And this will get in there too late. He's in there at third. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
And it appears they're going to give him the intentional walk here, so now they'll have a force at any base with 2 gone.
Oh, that's a walk that could really change the complexion of the game. With the bases loaded, if he gives up a base hit right here, it could get real ugly.
Stepping up to the plate, Lonnie Chisenhall. He's looking to deliver here with the bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. And now it looks like we'll have a pinch hitter here as Melky Cabrera has grabbed a bat and begun to loosen in the on-deck circle. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. and it's 1-1.
2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer if he puts somebody else on. We'll see if he can find it.
Hit on the ground out to short. Mercer has it. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. It's stretch time in Motown. It's the Pirates 4 and the Tigers 1. Settling in now, Jeimer Candelario.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop in a glass? They could certainly use that right now.
Francisco Liriano.
Number 47, Francisco Liriano.
Play ball. 3.
Josh Harrison stands in, and with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit, but if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
And he fouls this one off. We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over.
Tigers leave 1, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Lewis Coleman has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 19, Lewis.
Here's the catcher, friend.
Play ball. Ball 4. Take your base. That's 1-4. Ball 4. Take your base. He's out.
Now pitching for the Tigers, number 45,
Ball 4. Take your
Farmer.
base. 3. 3. 3.
Digging in, Mikey Matza starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
0-1 the count. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Popped him up. Gunn is under it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Up next for the Tigers,
The next batter, Jeimer Candelario. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Missed with a slider. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hot shot on the ground is short. Newman has it. Throw on to first will be in time, and now the Tigers are down to their final out.
now batting, number 28.
Now in the box, number 28. He'll hit from the right side of the batter's box against the left-handed pitcher. First delivery to him on the way. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, as in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch, that slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in, and still then, it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, this game was decided in the 8th. That was a huge offensive fireworks coming into the 8th inning. And when the other guys put up a big inning like that against you late in the game, it's really tough to make any kind of a comeback.
10-1, the final lopsided score in this ball game. The Pittsburgh Pirates rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Jamison Taillon earns his first win of the season as he racked up 10 strikeouts in the effort. Francisco Liriano takes the rare 3-inning save, his first of the year. So that's a wrap for us here this afternoon. For Mark, Dan, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network.
Here now is our final.